Hey everyone, this is Andy with Mindset Matters More once again. And I saw something on Reddit that I want to share with you guys that I want to talk about. And this person was talking about how it is that you don't get bored with your diet. And I thought, wow, what an interesting topic about switching it up and when to know how to switch it up, when to switch it up, why to switch it up. Because oftentimes, I will get somebody who they'll do the workouts for like 2 weeks and they're like, ugh, I'm bored with these. I want to switch it up. Okay, you've been doing it for 2 weeks. Yeah, okay, so let's talk about it. And I want to talk about my philosophy on changing your program up, changing what you're doing up. How often should you be doing it? Why you should be doing it? Because I think a lot of people get confused doing a health and wellness program for fun, whether they're doing it for progress, whether they're doing it just for mental sanity. And these three things are very independent of one another because the way that you approach your health and wellness will be very different. That said, being boring is where it's at. Doing the things that are boring is where you're going to see the most progress. I know you don't want to hear it. I know you don't want to do it. I know it sucks. But you get used to it. You become enamored with it. You fall in love with it. It becomes who you are. I've been doing the same workout programs. I mean, I want to say that I've been doing the same workout program for the past 2.5 months right now, but really the exercises that I have been doing have been the same for the past 5 years. They've just been switched up just a little bit in how many I do, how many sets, how many reps, what my like. Those are the only sort of variables that change because the way that I need to build muscle changes, but the workouts that I do are effectively the same. There's a very little variation in what I do. Same thing with my diet. I eat the same thing every single morning. If you look at my Instagram, any day of the week, you're going to see cream of rice on there. You're going to see me eating ground beef, rice, potatoes, veggies. It's going to be the same thing every single time. Now, why is that? Very simply, it's the easiest way to track progress, especially in the gym. If you are doing the same thing every single week, day in and day out, day in and day out, day in and day out, day one, you can quantify that and look at, oh, day 100 and be like, wow, I've progressed this much. But if between day one and day 100, you have been doing crazy exercise that you see on Instagram, then a crazy exercise that you see on TikTok, then one that you got a video for, then one that you did on YouTube, then one that you got from a program, then one that you got from a coach. And then on day 100, you look back, how are you going to know that you got any better? How are you going to know that you progressed? And even worse, if you have stalled, why is it? Like, which exercise could have been the one that was giving you the most progress? You don't know because you didn't do it long enough. So that's kind of my pitch on, why it is that you need to stay doing the same thing. But you get to a point in, okay, why is it that you might actually need to switch it up? Now, the most simple one, the easiest one to sort of look at is injury. Okay, you hurt your hip, you hurt your ankle, you can't do a specific motion. Great, switch it up. So as I get older, I'm finding that I'm becoming allergic to more and more foods. So now I can't eat certain berries. Gotta cut those out of my diet. Certain vegetables, I don't process them well. Gotta cut those out of my diet. So yes, okay. Injury, allergies, that's the easy one because you have to change. Now, mental sanity. If you are at the gym and you are like, man, I absolutely dread going to the gym to do this stupid workout because I freaking hate it and I don't want to do it. I would rather quit my program instead of doing this one workout because I freaking hate it. Okay, let's change it up. There is no reason to be forcing yourself to do it, especially because there are so many out there. And The same thing with cardio. You do not have to do a specific type of cardio. I see people that are like, oh no, I have to be on the treadmill going, what is that one? The 3-6-12 or 3-9-12 or whatever? 3-6-9, I don't know. Where they feel like they have to do that in order to progress. But I'm like, girl, you can do the elliptical, you can do the bike, you can do the stair mill, you can do HIIT training, you can do a variety of other things. You can play tennis, you can go jogging outside, you can do sprints, you can do jujitsu, you can, like, okay, you get it. There's a lot of different ways to do cardio that you are not forced into a box. So that's the other thing, is for your mental sanity, for you to continue on with the program. Can you change it? Absolutely. Now there's a difference between, hey, I'm absolutely going to quit this program if I do not get some variety in today, versus, oh, I need to change it up every 2 weeks. There's a difference. There's a difference in that mindset of, not sticking something out. There's a difference in not being able to do something that is challenging you to be better every single week. There's a difference. Now, that being said, how often should you switch it up? Definitely not every 2 weeks. My philosophy is, if you're doing it at least for 3 months and you absolutely are like, okay, I'm at a point where I wish I could change some things up, great. Make small tweaks here and there, and it's going to feel like a brand new program. But anything before that, that's just kind of a level of lack of dedication. I'm just going to go ahead and say that, okay? Now, another good reason to change your program is because you've actually become really proficient in something and that you want to do it on a more sophisticated level. For instance, if you are deadlifting and you find yourself that you are doing really well and you actually want to switch to powerlifting, then that is a different modality, and now you're switching up how you're gonna train and you want to take it to another level. That's okay. Changing modalities is absolutely okay, and then that's going to change up your program. Now, I have had clients who have been like, oh, I want to train for this, and then train for like 2 weeks, and they're like, no, I want to train for this, and then they change that, and oh, I want to train for this 2 weeks later. Oh, okay, let's reevaluate what we're doing, because obviously at some point you're not reaching any sort of goals because you keep changing what you want to train for. Now, that's like, I'm all for it if you're trying to figure stuff out, but there's something to remember here, is that goals are going to take time to develop. You're going to suck at something before you become good at anything. So you got to spend time being a beginner at something for a long period of time in order to see whether you actually like it or not. It's not this like, and I don't want to be insensitive, but this sort of like manic sort of way of thinking that like, oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want to do that. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. Progress is coming from the boring. You want to reach a level of fitness, physical fitness, progress is in the boring. Business, progress is in the boring. Relationships, progress is in the boring. All the boring and difficult stuff that you are avoiding, that is the stuff that is going to get you to the next level. That's where the juice is. That's where the meat is. So, think about your program right now. Think about your life right now. Think about your relationship, your business, your friends, your family. Are you thinking, oh, this shit is boring? I don't want to do this anymore? Are you thinking, I need to switch it up? The grass is greener over there. The grass ain't going to be greener, baby. The grass is greener where you water it. So think about that, okay? There's going to be highs and lows. There's going to be times where you absolutely love your program and times where you're just like, ugh, so boring. And maybe even switching it up for a short amount of time will get you back to feeling the love for the original program. That's okay too. But just remember that progress is in the boring stuff that you are avoiding. Progress is when you keep hammering away at the same movement patterns, at the same food patterns, at the same love patterns, at the same business patterns that are very important to success. Okay, so if you're looking to navigate that, you guys hit me up on Instagram, coach_Andy_Hoffer. Love you guys.